guys, I'm Brandy and today I'm back to do the Winter 2023 coat edit. The first coat is kind of a jacket, but here in the Southeast can be used as a coat. I'm reintroducing it to this coat edit, even though it did surface on the fall edit. So this coat is from JCrew. It has the collar, regular stand-up collar, has snap closure for the front. I think I mentioned in the jacket edit that I really like just buttoning the first two. It's great for sitting down, especially when driving and things like that. It has two side slit pockets. They do not close. And the curvature here, curved hem. So I really like this one. And this is Primaloft filled from JCrew. Next up is a cashmere and wool blend wrap coat from Weekend by Max Mara. Belt tie waist. Let's try it on. So this coat has one button here and you can attach it on the inside. I usually don't. I usually just wear it like this and wrap it, cinch it at the waist, pockets, nice lapel here. It's so comfortable and soft, and it's knee length. And sometimes I just throw it on and have it tied at the back, which is very easy. Next up is a fur coat that was actually passed down to me from a cousin. I don't really get to wear this that often, but when I do, I absolutely love it. So let's try this one on and see if it's still a keeper. All right, so here she is. One of the closures has come apart and needs to be redone. It's really old and vintage. I love just throwing it on. Sometimes I will have it closed when I have worn it. It's not often, like I was saying. The great thing about this jacket, fur jacket, is it has pockets. It is real fur, it's not faux fur, which does not bother me. I know a lot of people it does, but I love this vintage coat. And the fact that it came from a family member just makes it all the better. What do you guys think of this fur coat? Like, would you wear a fur coat? The crazy thing is, as I mentioned before, I live in the Southeast, so there just are not a lot of opportunities to wear it, but when it does get cold and my husband and I are maybe going to date night or something, I will throw it on sometimes. It's so, so cute. I do like that it's not one of those longer ones that's super formal. The fact that it's shorter and it has 3/4 length sleeve, I think that helps to cash it down a little bit. So I think this one is definitely a keeper. Next up is a coat slash jacket from Zara. I got this a few years back in New York. My brother and I were visiting New York together, and I saw it and I was like, oh my God, I really want it, but I did not pull the plug on it immediately. But the very next day, we woke up, went downtown, and I snagged this one, and I'm so glad I did. But let's try it on and see if it still fits this year. Okay, so it fits, but it's definitely a little more snug than it was when I bought it years ago, as we saw with a lot of my jackets from just last year to this year are more snug, which is so interesting to me because I breastfed last year and then I'm not this year and everything's tighter. So maybe what they say about breastfeeding really helps you burn calories. And this year I've been, I guess, taking in more calories than I've been expelling. But anyway, another conversation for another day. But this one, I still really like it. And it's so comfortable. Like I said, a little more snug this year than last and previous years, but I still really like this. I tend to dress pretty neutral with the exception of summertime. Sometimes I do wear vibrant colors, but in the fall, winter months, I'm pretty neutral, so I love adding a layer like this. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe below. Up next is this Burberry coat. This is one of my favorite pieces as well. It's just very classic front single button closure. And it does have the vent in the back. And if you don't want the vent to be as open, it does have the option of a button closure back here as well. I usually just leave it open. Let's try it on and see how it works for this winter. All right, so here's the Burberry coat. I usually just button the top one, even though all three can button. I just really like throwing things on, one button, two max, and keeping it moving. It has the slip pockets here, functioning buttons here at the sleeve. It's just a beautiful classic coat that can be worn dressed up or dressed down. Up next is a JCrew puffer coat. This is an older style, so it does have down. As I mentioned in the jacket edit video, most of the jackets, vests, coats from JCrew that are puffer style are not going to be made of down at this point. They're made of Primaloft. I personally prefer down, and this is a down coat. Now, this was very snug last year, especially in the bust, and I imagine that it's snug again this year, but let's give it a try and see if it's a keep, donate, or sell item. All right, so this, as I expected, is very snug, especially in the bust area. So I think I'll have to part ways with this one. It's just super uncomfortable. But it's such a great coat from JCrew. I might try to find one on the pre-loved market in a size up, but if anyone's interested, it will be located on my Poshmark, which will be linked below. It does come with a removable hood, which I currently have removed. It's such a great coat. It's not super duper puffy, but it's great if you're going to travel to a much cooler climate in the winter. And for those few cold days that we do get here in the Southeast, it's just a great item to have. You can wear a short sleeve t-shirt under it and be just fine with something this nice and warm. All right. The last coat for the edit is this JCrew coat, which is super, super old. I bought this when I was a lot smaller, and it used to be super oversized on me. Let's see how it fits this year. But it's all right. So this is the coat from JCrew. It is a double-breasted. I tend to just throw it on and wear it just like this. But if I need to button it, I do like it because it's still super comfortable, thank God. This is one I will not have to sell. It has great slip pockets here on the side. There's no vent in the back. I think JCrew is starting to bring back more color. So I'll try to find something that's current and link it below. But I absolutely love, love, love this coat. And the great thing about it is the material, I think, is like a crepe material. I don't know if it's going to pick that up, but it's super beautiful. very lightweight, but just heavy enough if, you know, it gets 30 to 40 degrees. It's really, really great. All right, guys, so that concludes my winter 2023 coat edit. So I'm going to be left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coats. We are going to part ways with, or I am going to part ways with this JCrew down coat here. I feel so sad to have to get rid of it. I absolutely love it. It's really an awesome coat. I think that's enough for me to have for this upcoming winter. I thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe below. And I will see you guys soon. Toodles.